For over 700 years, the skyline of Cairo was defined not by pyramids but by this: the Citadel of Salaah-el-Din, founder of the Ayyubid dynasty and Sultan of Egypt and Syria. Built in 1176, it wasn't just a fortress, it was a declaration of independence. Salah-el-Din chose this rocky spur called Mokattam Hill, not just for defense, but because of a plague. After a devastating epidemic in Old Cairo, he believed the winds up here were cleaner. The original Ayyubid walls are nearly 3 meters thick, but Salah-el-Din's greatest engineering secret lies underground. He dug the Well of the Spiral, over 90 meters deep. 40 horses could walk down the gentle slope inside to fetch water, and later, take it over the aqueduct without ever tiring. But ironically, the man who built this fortress to fight the Crusaders never actually lived here. He left for Damascus just months after the walls went up. The citadel became home to his successors, and later, to the man who would erase his architectural legacy. That man was Muhammad Ali Pasha. In the 1830s, he took Salah-el-Din's medieval fortress and plopped an Ottoman masterpiece on top of it, the Alabaster Mosque, or Muhammad Ali Mosque. Interestingly enough, the exterior of the mosque isn't stone, it's casing over brick. Muhammad Ali was in a rush. He built a mosque that is entirely Ottoman in form and adopts the same layout as the Shahzada Mosque and Sultan Ahmed Mosque in Istanbul, referencing the classical architecture of the Ottoman Empire at its apogee. The courtyard is majestic with shining marble floors and an impressive san in the center. A clock tower overlooks the courtyard and can be seen from the entire complex. Inside, the massive prayer hall is similar to other Ottoman-style mosque interiors. The large central chandelier was a gift from King Louis Philippe of France. And look up, the dome is painted to look like stone. Muhammad Ali is buried here under a white marble tomb. Just outside the mosque is one of the most iconic views of the Cairo skyline, looking east towards Old Cairo, downtown, and on clear days, you can see the pyramids from here. Just 200 meters south, hiding in the shadow of the Alabaster giant, is the most politically incorrect mosque in Cairo, Sultan al-Nasir Muhammad's. It was literally built from dismantled parts of the older Mamluk buildings and stone from nearby pyramids. This is a rarity, a Mamluk mosque built inside a crusader-fighting fortress. Its most shocking feature is the minaret. See those bulbous ribbed domes on top? They aren't Egyptian. They aren't Arab. They are Persian. Al-Nasir was so impressed by Mongol architecture after a peace treaty that he imported craftsmen to build his tower. And here's the relationship. When Muhammad Ali demolished earlier Ayyubid palaces to build his mosque, he spared this one. Why? He turned it into a factory for military uniforms. For 30 years, the sound of prayer was replaced by sewing machines. So you have three kings on one hill. Salah-el-Din, the ascetic Kurd who built the stage. Al-Nasir, the cosmopolitan Mongolophile who added the exotic prop. And Muhammad Ali, the ruthless modernizer who rewrote the script and took a bow under Alabaster. One built a well, one built a copied minaret, one built a legend. They never met, but their stones argue forever. If you like this video, then please hit the like button, leave a comment, or subscribe to see my other videos. Thanks for watching.